What can you say about that? A really poor afternoon.
Well, first and foremost, I need to be honest, which I will be. Nowhere near good. I think I can sum it up by saying there's certain things in certain players that I can change. And part of my job at the football club is the ones that I can change for the better. I change. The ones that I can't, I change.
What happened out there? Because you started the game so well, and you didn't build from there.
If you don't do the basics right, then you get found out. And we didn't do the basics right. For 35, 40 minutes, we were dominant. We were on the front foot, and then the man sending off for them is when you get players don't do what needs to be done, and they don't do it quickly. And again, to be honest, we've been trying to do it. We've been working on things in training, and we are not good enough at getting the ball down, passing and moving. The simple basics. But the worrying thing is, the players think they are, and they're nowhere near where we need to be.
Well, you make that point there, and it was obvious standing up here. Port Vale, when they got the ball down, were just so much slicker in possession, and the Cobblers just looked hesitant. The first touch wasn't there. The passing weight of pass wasn't there either.
Not good enough. We do it in training. We've had to step back our training of where we want to go because the players can't do the simple things and the basic things, and they think they're too good when you pull them up on the simple things. And I'm saying to that we need to play basic football, get the ball down, pass. We don't control the ball with meaning and purpose of where we want to go. We take too many touches on the ball. We need to move the ball quicker, and we don't. But we've got players in that changing room that think that they're good players, but they don't do the basics. And that's the message to the players today. You get the feeling that some of them think the season's over. Well, every day next week we're in at 9 o'clock. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day we're, because this season is not over for me. And it's certainly not going to be over for the players. And it's one of those. There's a massive thing in football. You do well, you perform, you get rewards. And I'm saying you do not perform, you do not play well, you don't get rewarded.
Going in towards the end of the season, I'm sure you'll be looking around your squad in the last couple of weeks saying, yep, this player looks like he could be moulded, this player's going to be sold.
I've done it already. I'm out shopping now. Myself, the coaching staff, head of recruitment, we are out looking for improvement.
Talk about the timings of the goals, which obviously had a huge impact. An equaliser at half-time, just before the half-time. It changes the complexion of the game, doesn't it? Because if you go into the second half 1-0 up with a Port Vale side with 10 men, they've got to come out a bit, they've got to have a go, and then it gives them the opportunity to sit back and in the second half it just changes everything.
But yeah, you know, when you're playing against 10 men, the messages are there, the information's there. Get the ball down, pass and play. We had times in the second half, keeping possession in our own half, we're passing the ball out of play. And I'm that tells me we are not players. Why go and get on the ball if all you're going to do is pass it out? Shocking. We don't play the ball forward with purpose, with appreciation. People have been saying we've been playing ugly. We've had to play ugly because I don't trust the players to go and get on the ball, pass and move. So as long as we go direct, we get after it, we flood the areas. And what you find is when the team doesn't do that, then we come unstuck. Because we're not as good at ball manipulation, getting the ball down, passing and playing. Very simple, and it's a very simple game, but unfortunately we've got a change room there that do not focus on the simple things. And before we go on to the next level, we need to make sure the starting point is right. We'll be in 9 o'clock and we will be looking at the videos and we will be doing the fundamentals of football. Pass, move, appreciation. And it's one of those. It's work. If you ignore the simple things, you cannot turn the page. And unfortunately, like I said earlier on, I don't need to fall out with players, but I'll show them where the bus stop is.
Well, quite. 2-1. Tom Pope penalty was the difference between the two sides. Any disputes about the penalty?
Well, the lads realised the ball's going over his head and tried buying a penalty. which he did. But again, before that, Charlie Gould's coming back in, seen the tackle and stopped. And that yard then makes it, Charlie's got to make up that yard and allows the lad to get the wrong side of it. Again, basically friendly. And again, it needs to improve. We need to have a starting point in this change room, and the starting point of the personnel we've got in that change room aren't right. And it's one of those. The representation of this football club today was poor. The understanding of where we need to go to was poor. Passing and moving, the fundamentals, no. We've got players saying at half time that they're fatigued. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. And players saying that they're telling the physio that he's fatigued. No chance.
I think you said pretty much all there is to say about this afternoon.
I'd love to tell you. Yeah. I'd love to tell you a lot more. But what I've said to the players in the change, I will protect them. And let me tell you, this is me being protected because I've seen exactly the same as what the supporters have seen today. Not good enough. So I can tell you, I can assure you, the players know.
You mentioned it there. That this is the final point on this. I think the real disappointment today is you had 5,500 people in Community Day, bumper crowd to come and watch your team play, and they let them down.
Yeah, everything was right. The atmosphere, the build-up, the information, everything like the starting of the game, right, on the front foot, doing the simple things and doing the simple things well and enjoying doing the simple things. And then we start running with the ball. Then we turn down forward passes. We don't have that appreciation in our play. Then we start standing still. Then we start waiting for other people to make things happen rather than being on the move. You have a look at the good teams and the successful teams. When you're in possession of the ball, you work hard. You don't just work at possession. When you've got the ball, you work, you move. And that creates space, and that creates opportunities, and then you have people that want to get on the ball. If you get a team then that don't want to get on the ball, and don't want to receive the ball, don't want to help the person out on the ball, then you become very static, and that's what we were on the game today. Static, didn't move the ball, didn't have that creative edge, but we wanted to go up and exploit people, be creative. How many crosses did we put behind today into the goalkeeper's own? And again, how many times did we take the simple option of just putting the ball into the box rather than finding the pass?
Finally, you already mentioned the players are going to be in 9 AM every morning next week because you go away to a Notts County side. You've had a great result this afternoon. Where'd you go from there?
Work. We're in work mode, and what you find is negativity causes company. So when the players are in, you know there's going to be negative. My job then is I will be in and around it, and I will dilute the negativity that's in that group, and I will make sure that the focus is on representing themselves, representing this football club, representing me.
Keith, I very appreciate your honesty.